In the 21st century, you must be very clever in asking these quality questions, getting answers to them, so that you do so in a manner that presents you as being of service to the customer. See, the biggest mistake, and that's what we're going to cover here, some basic biggest mistakes that you will make in asking questions. Number one, biggest mistake, you just don't ask. You don't take the time to investigate or determine what's important, why it's important, why are they here today, what exactly are they looking for, what do they not want to repeat. Number two, you ask questions and don't get answers. I see salespeople do this constantly. You'll introduce yourself, my name's Grant, yours? And they'll be like, never say anything, I'm just looking, and you'll never go back and say, and your name, sir? You have to get an answer to a question. What do you like about your present situation? They don't answer? Ask the question again. Get an answer. Number three, you don't ask questions that are relevant. This is a mistake. You want to be relevant in the questions you ask. They need to make sense, segue. They need to somehow bridge between what the customer's interested in, what they're asking about, maybe objections they're having, and segue or bridge, connect with relevant questions. And number four, mistake, you ask bad questions. You ask questions that offend people. Things like, are you going to buy today? If I come out there, will you commit? Am I going to be wasting my time if I come out there? Those are questions. They're not quality questions. They're bad questions. Because your customers are guarded and protected, they're trained not to give much. They have bad perception of salespeople and possibly consider that they were manipulated before and now will resist answering your questions. See, that's why your attitude is critical. I can't just tell you, hey, ask quality questions, get answers. You have to deal with all the other dynamics of the 21st century customer. Your attitude is critical, and that you present an attitude of service, not just control, of service, of helping people, not just manipulation. Then you will get your questions answered. See, all this is about putting your buyer at ease so that they will answer questions. That's why this road to the sale, the greeting, putting them at ease, getting on common ground, all that is critical to what we're going to do in the later steps. This is a way in which you're going to present yourself different than your competitors. See, you care more. You need to get this. You care more, and you need to present that. That's why I'm asking the question. You give more, and that's why you're asking. You're more willing, more helpful. You're going to follow up more, and you'll give more of yourself. Hey, you're entitled to ask more. See, if you're truly different, then you have to be different than your competition. So the mistakes in asking questions are what? Number one, do you remember? Don't ask. Number two, didn't get an answer. Number three, the questions you ask are not relevant. You want them to be relevant, Steve. And number four, you ask bad questions. They're just dumb questions, okay? Hey, how much money do you have down? What is your budget? These are bad questions. They turn you off, they turn them off. Look, you have to get your questions down, and more importantly, you don't want your attention on the question. That's why you want to know this. You want your attention on what? The answer. And remember the answer. And make sure that the questions you're asking are relevant so that the information you get is quality. And look, avoid asking bad questions, because the moment you do, you end the questions and collection of answers cycle. Example. Okay, I'll give you an example here. Customer says, I don't have time. And you say, hey, how much time do you have? And you get an answer. He says 20 minutes. And you say, hey, great, in the next 20 minutes, you use that data, that information. Sir, in the next 20 minutes, I'm going to get you price, down payment, monthly payment. I'll get you all the information on what you want. He says, but can you do all that in 20 minutes? And I say, no problem. What did you just find out? Okay? Well, Grant, I found out he's going to be making down payments and monthly payments, and he wants information on a particular product. Why is that such a big deal? Because I asked one question and got multiple answers. See, quality questions have to be relevant. They not only get you information, they also cause the buyer to drop their guard. Watch what happened. So in the next 20 minutes, I satisfied the objection or concern. I'm going to get you price, down payment, monthly payment, and all the information about the product you want. Okay? I drop his guard. I tell him I suffice, can do everything, and I'm asking questions while I do it. And he doesn't know. He tells me, hey, I'm going to be making payments. I'm going to have a down payment. I'm not just a price buyer. Learn this information. Quality questions, great answers. It'll direct you on the road to the sale.